RKO, the infamous NWO! Back with another video. And today, I'll be talking about the crap WWE's been feeding us. And this really hit me until watching Raw last night. And watching Raw last night, realizing that Jerry the King Lawler is the #1 contender facing The Miz at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view that's happening on February the 20th. The day before 2/21/11. But anyways, we're not getting into that. We're getting into Jerry the King Lawler, a 61-year-old man, a commentator that for the past decade now is gonna be in a WWE Championship match at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, the pay-per-view before WrestleMania. And this dawned upon me when The Miz and Jerry the King Lawler were going back and forth on promos, and then they're having a tag team match, Daniel Bryan and Jerry the King Lawler versus Ted DiBiase and The Miz, and Jerry the King Lawler beating Ted DiBiase and them winning the tag team match. Why is WWE feeding us this? Why do I want to see Jerry the King Lawler? So we see him, first off, we see him at the Raw Rumble. And I'm in my head when they announced that the losers of the match will go on to Elimination Chamber match to be, and the winner of that Elimination Chamber match will go on to WrestleMania to face the champion. But if the winner of the Raw Rumble will face the champion at Elimination Chamber. So I'm thinking in my head, Lawler's going to be in the Elimination Chamber match? Really? What is he going to be? 2 minutes, take a couple bumps, and then leave? No sense. I know there were jobbers in the match, but really, do we need to see him in the match? And then he wins the Royal Rumble. And I'm in my head, I'm like, what? Why would you even think of putting him in the main event on pay-per-view? Do you want me to pay? Is he selling tickets? Is he going to sell pay-per-views? Is this really helping anyone? No, it's not. It's not helping the buy rate. It's probably going to make it worse. The only reason I'm going to personally buy Elimination Chamber, because I said to myself I was going to buy pay-per-view from all pay-per-views from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania instead of buying the Big Four this year. And my Elimination Chamber is one of my favorite matches. I'm only buying it to watch the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. I'm not watching the WWE Championship match. I could care less about the WWE Championship match. That's probably going to be my bathroom break. And the thing that I don't get is there's no predictability anymore. Now we know The Miz is going to WrestleMania, and now we're going to know Cena's going to WrestleMania for sure. There's no doubt about it, because The Miz eliminated Cena from the Royal Rumble, and that feud's going to continue. So yeah. There's no predictability. They could use any other guy. They could even use John Morrison. And I know John Morrison is a good wrestler. I'm not a John Morrison fan. And I'm saying that why couldn't they use John Morrison versus The Miz? They've proven that they could put on a good match one given time. So this makes no sense. Honestly, they could have put any young guy and put them in the main event to see how it would work out. And I understand WWE is showing right now that they're pushing the young talent. They're showing that the young guys are here and they're here to stay. It started off with Sheamus, Wade Barrett, Dolph Ziggler now. They put him in the main event and he's doing a great job. Alberto Del Rio winning the Royal Rumble. The Miz winning the WWE Championship. So these young talent are here to stay. And I don't understand is why would you use some stupid old fart and bring him in and start wrestling? What is that going to help the company? Who really wants to see an old wrestler? And I don't understand is these other wrestling fans are saying, well, we don't want to see Miz versus Orton again. Well, I don't want to see no 61-year-old that's 20 years out of his prime. Does that make any sense? Really? Does that make any sense? So Just WWE fans just feeding their crap. And this hasn't been going on since starting now. It's been going on for years and years now. I believe since 2007 it's been going on for. And I can give so many examples from last year, the crap they gave us. Let's start off with Extreme Rules 2010. That stupid, okay, Cena versus Batista in a last man standing match. You know what last man standing match rules are? Do people remember? Because I sure do. Because some of my favorite matches are last man standing matches. You're supposed to incapacitate your opponent so they are unable to answer a 10 count. That means the person's supposed to be unconscious pretty much, on the ground. And you know what they do? They use duct tape of doom. They duct tape Batista's legs, and he loses because he's not allowed to stand. That's stupid. That's so dumb. That's just WWE feeding us crap. And then we go to Over the Limit, probably one of the worst shows of the year. We have not one, but two matches that ended disqualification. Orton versus Edge, which I understand that Orton messed up his shoulder doing the stupid thing that he always does. Well, whatever, I don't care about that. But then they have to put Big Show and Jack Swagger to disqualification too. The two matches disqualification, that's so pointless. Move on to what's the pay-per-view after? Fatal 4-Way. They give Mysterio the belt for 1 month, and they ended the pay-per-view half an hour before. So another no sense. We go to Money in the Bank was good. But Rey Mysterio lost, Kane comes out. Like, what was the point of having that stupid feud? And then we go to SummerSlam. We don't have not one, but two matches that end in disqualification. One no contest, one disqualification, because Nexus had to come out. Was there any point of Nexus coming around to interrupt the Intercontinental Championship match? Was there really a point of that? No, there wasn't. There was no point of Nexus coming out. And then we see Orton versus Sheamus go end in disqualification. Two disqualification on your second biggest pay-per-view of the year. Hyping at the biggest party of the summer. Well, it wasn't so big, except the 7-on-7 match. Well, and they reignite the Kane Undertaker feud, probably one of the greatest feud in wrestling history, and they ruined it now. All these new fans that they've probably never seen this feud, I'll be like, oh, that feud wasn't that great. And it was probably one of the best things back in 1998, and when they brought it back in 2004. And then they go into Hell in a Cell, and everyone wants to, and for probably over a decade now, everyone wants to see Kane vs. Undertaker in Hell in a Cell match, and we get it, and it is garbage. WWE feeding us all this crap, and we're not even done yet. WWE probably one of the worst show of the year. Bragging Rights 2010. Does everyone remember what happened at Bragging Rights 2010? Because I sure don't. But I remember that the pay-per-view ended in a disqualification, so Cena could keep a job. Does that make any sense? WWE is crap. Why do I want to see disqualification in a match? I paid $45 standard version, $55 HD to see a conclusion to the match. I don't see no disqualification. This is not a Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. Why? Why do you gotta give me this? Another thing is, lastly, is the feeding us crap for Survivor Series, giving us a title match. And it wasn't even about the title. The whole pay-per-view surrounding was John Cena. Everything's about John Cena. Yeah, I know he's the face of the company, but everything has to be about John Cena. It wasn't even about the world title. The world title meant nothing to it. It's just about John Cena. It wasn't even about Wade Barrett versus Randy Orton. It's about John Cena. Just WWE feeding us the crap. And now we get this. Now we get a 61-year-old on a pay-per-view, and I have to spend my $55 and pretty much supporting that. And the only reason I'm paying for the pay-per-view, I've already said it a couple times in this video, is because I'm buying the Elimination Chamber. But I'm so frustrated. I can't even comprehend what I'm saying anymore. But so what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the Jerry Lawler being the #1 contender and pretty much facing the pay-per-view? Well, he's not going to headline, but he is the main attraction because he's in the WWE Championship match. And it seems like there's less perceived for the WWE Championship and less perceived the WWE Champion because they have to put the sorry, let me repeat myself. I bet Michael Cole and Alex Riley are going to help again, like they did in the TLC match. Which, I personally, when I watched that match, I hated it so much, and now I got to see a match that I'm paying for. I see a free match on Raw, and I'm like, why are they putting this? And Miz looks like crap, and now Miz probably going to look even worse at Elimination Chamber. And other thing is, people might think like, oh, maybe Jerry Lawler might win. And if you think that, you are insane. Why would they put Jerry Lawler in the main event of WrestleMania? Does that make any sense? Is that going to draw in people? No, it's not. Anyways, I'm done. Hope you guys enjoyed my video. I want to know what you guys think, because you know how I feel now. But I want to see how everyone else feels. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And that's it. Time to end the video. Now.